Don't touch the birds. No. Don't touch the birds. No, the birds. Yeah. Okay. Did you see that one almost bit him? No. Hey. Careful. Here. Here's some. Go.
Oh, good job. Oh, guys, good job, somebody.
Mom, he threw the whole piece.
Well, Isaac, you gotta give him little pieces. He doesn't understand. Here you go, Joel. Here's a piece. Okay, now you throw it.
Joel's almost 5, right?
Yeah.
But he can't talk.
It's true.
Yeah.
We all can talk.
Yeah, no.
Why can't Joel?
Well, Joel got sick right after he turned 1. And,
Kind of slowed him down a little bit, buddy.
so he's just slower than most kids. I think eventually he'll catch up.
You think Joel will read?
Yeah, I think Joel will read eventually.
Well, Isaac, of course. He's just delayed. Because, you know.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a boy. But he's a baby. He's a boy baby.
Yep, he's a boy baby. That's just about right. You know, there's lots of things Joel isn't good at, but there's some things he is good at. What is he good at?
He's eating, laughing.
Yeah.
We're good at making him laugh.
You are good at making him laugh. How do you make him laugh?
I fall down.
Yeah. It's really funny when you fall down.
He's good at showing us what he loves.
Yeah. What does Joel love? Wawa. In cups and bathtubs. And the warm, wet tongues and the cool fur of Das. And maybe the sweet mois of daily affection. And bye-byes. And blown kisses. And more. Oh, always more. This full list of words. So few words. What is pain without a word for it? What is hope without a word for it? Who is God? What is joy? Who am I to him? Dada.
Let's give Angel a kiss.
Give him a kiss.
Okay, Joel. Ready?
Give Zoe a kiss.
Set.
Zoe a kiss.
Go. You say hi, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Zoe.
Now give Joel a kiss. Ready?
Do it again.
Set.
Big kiss.
Go. Let's give Angel a kiss.
Give him a kiss.
Okay, Joel.
Give
Ready?
Zoe a kiss. Zoe a kiss.
Set. Go. You say hi, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Zoe.
Now give Joel a kiss. Ready?
Do it again.
Set.
Big kiss.
Go. Let's give Angel a kiss.
Give him a kiss.
Can you give Zoe a kiss?
Are you ready?
Zoe kisses.
You say hi, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Here comes Joel. Go! Here comes Joel. Okay, Joel. Ready? Set. Go. Yay, Joel!
You sit down, you sit down. You're so cute. I used a little cup because that was better.
Are you ready? Set. Go.
To the right now. You gotta walk to the right now. Walk to the right. Walk to the right.
Yay, Joel!
You sit down, you sit down. You're so cute. I used a little cup because that was better.
Hey babe, just got done at the doctor. Now they think that maybe he's throwing up all the time because he has acid reflux. So they gave me a medication and we can give it to Joel, and they said we have to give it at least 3 full days, but that if he's still throwing up after that we can come back. And I mentioned the head tilt thing again, even though they keep saying it's not related, but you always have to mention that one weird outlying thing. So I told them how his head was tilted to the right, but they still say that that's probably not related at all. So I guess we'll just give this a try, and I don't know, I'll tell you more about it when you get home.
Fear is cancer's preservative, cancer's embalming oil. And you, O accuser, are fear's oil salesman. You're a snake, a serpent, a dragon with snuffed out coal on his breath, molting, talons broken from the struggle to free yourself of your own skin. Hey, do you want to rock? Okay, let's rock. There we go. Oh, shh, 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 shh.
Hey babe, I was just thinking, do you ever think maybe Joel can hear better than he's supposed to be able to? Because I know, like, it's supposed to be moderate to severe hearing loss, but sometimes, like today, he hears music playing before I do. So I saw him dancing, and I had to look around to hear that a song was playing. And I just don't, like, if his hearing loss is that bad, I can't imagine. I don't know, I just wonder about it. Anyway, call me later. Bye.
Oh, hey. I just wanted to take a shower. Is that okay? Are you okay with Joel? Okay, thanks.
Oh, doggy kisses, huh?
And not reacting on oops.
And they go through a lot of training.
Here we go.
Come on, come.
Easy.
Oh, that's so cute. She's so calm. You know, sometimes little dogs are yippy or
These dogs have gone through so much training. You have to
oh.
Oh, doggy kisses.
Hey honey, we're on our way home from the hospital now. So if you wanted to preheat the oven starting in about 30 minutes, that would work and we could throw in that lasagna. Do you know how they celebrate off-treatment day, like when kids are done with their treatments? I guess maybe you don't because you're not in the clinic as much as I am, but on someone's last day, they always bring them a cake and they sing happy off therapy day to you. Anyway, that happened today. I mean, it happens a lot, but today I cried. I just wanted that day so bad, you know? I just we're not ever gonna get that day. If he's better, we won't know that he's better. We don't get a day. Anyway, okay, call me if you can. There's probably traffic, so I could talk on my way home. All right, bye. how long is it going to be before we can have some answers? Did anyone ask the doctor?
Okay, is it just the doctor on call, or is this our doctor? Well, because the on-call doctor is just a resident.
Is there a way we could talk to our doctor? It just seemed like yesterday in clinic they were going to let us go. I just want to know what the plan is.
Who canceled the treatment?
Isn't it dangerous for him not to get it? I thought he needed that.
I know you're just doing what the orders say, but can I just talk to the doctor that ordered it?
Hey, I'm cleaning up eggs again. A dozen eggs on the kitchen floor again. So we have to get a new lock for the fridge. Ugh, it's so hard to clean up eggs from the floor. Like, they just spread around and they don't come clean no matter what you do. So, I'm just so frustrated, but you should have seen them together. They were so proud of themselves. Joel and Elijah just sitting there with their eggs. Isaac said he thinks they want to be cookers. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey, it's you again. I love you, my friend. This is my favorite game. Do you want to see? Watch out, started. You touch it right here, Then a big lion comes. You're not a scary lion. It's so loud. I can roar just like him. Yeah, hear me roar. Why? Don't be afraid. You might want to cover your ears. Here comes the animals. Pterosaurs is my favorite.
This terrible routine, watching you, waiting for you to wake, hoping you will never remember these days of illness and treatment. One day, I'll bring you here, show you your tiny handprints on the wall, and you'll be annoyed that we all think of you as some big miracle. Cancer will be such a small part of all you could grow to be. You will tire of hearing about it. You won't want to see the cards and notes I saved. And I won't mind at all. I'll hold the memories of this hard day. You just leave it behind.
Farmer Bill makes the pigs bacon for breakfast. Farmer Bill rides the cows to the store for milk. Farmer Bill plays Go Fish with the ducks. The ducks always win. The horse can type 70 words a minute. Farmer Bill gives the pigs piggyback rides. The cows and the horses get together for cards at night. Those silly ducks take a bubble bath. Farmer Bill asks the horse to take the truck to town. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I saw Farmer Bill doing that. Farmer Bill separates the sheep from the goats. Sheep go to heaven. Goats go to town.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
No.
Has had a recurrence.
No. Size matters. If I know how big it is, I can face it. I can size it up.
And it's quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy.
I guess I have imagined it.
With an ATRT,
I've
since
imagined
you
it
have
a
recurrence of
lot,
any
but not
kind,
like this.
It is fatal.
It's different.
It's only a
I thought
matter
I
of
would
time
sob
before it spreads to
uncontrollably
several locations.
or puke just right on the floor.
We've already thrown all the
I thought I'd
chemotherapy
shake or
in, but
wail or something.
we can't continue to give him chemotherapy
Guess
that we
this
know
is
he's resistant
shock.
to.
Tragedy, he said. That's right. That's the perfect word for this. It's a tragedy. I wonder if he says that every time. He's crying a little. You'll love him for that. He's not callous, he's genuinely sad. She is too.
So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
We're very good at end-of-life care. We're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
How long are we talking about?
Prediction time again. No matter what I say, they'll wish it was longer. But sometimes longer is worse. A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Is Nick crying?
How long are we talking about?
How am I gonna hold it together now?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Science, it's simpler,
A lot to think about already
measurable.
today, but we're
I
going to
have
have
A,
to come back Monday and
B,
talk
and
about how you
subtract C, and I get this result, and I can do something to control it. Or at least have the sense that I'm controlling it. But now all we have left is a miracle. And miracles are
We'll do a lumbar puncture.
fickle.
And talk to our radiation oncologist.
They don't always come, and we don't always know why. What if Joel's miracle doesn't come?
Well, the radiation could probably kill the tumor recently.
I hope he lives.
Which would prevent it from
I've always hoped. But now I can't do anything but hope. Radiation. At least we can do something. Hope doesn't require signing papers or driving to hospitals or holding Joel in my lap. Hope is for something someone else has to do for us. And when doctors can't, well,
We'll have some options for you to
invisible Jesus must.
We're so sorry.
Oh, God, I do not want a replacement baby. If that was your plan, I am not on board. I don't want some new baby to help me move on. I would not have chosen it. Oh, God. Joel has to live, or I will not love this baby. I have so many things stirring around in my spirit that I have to write to settle myself and find God's wisdom in the midst of chaos. I'm scared I won't be strong enough to face the things we might have to face in the coming weeks and months. But then I remember how much grace God gave us to walk out everything we've already faced. I've never felt completely overwhelmed, and I've never felt alone. So no matter what comes next, and I truly cannot even begin to guess how this will go, I know we will be carried. I want to shout out look what God is about to do. Watch how he delivers Joel. And at the same time, I want to roll up in a silent ball and wait it out with fear and trembling, so aware of all my doubt, but yet convinced that my doubt is insignificant compared to God's faithfulness.
Guys, are you ready for bed?
Joel, lay down. Okay. Should we do a song?
Sure.
Okay, big boys, how you come in here and we'll sing the littles a lullaby.
I'm tired.
I know, it's bedtime. Oh, okay. Oh, Elijah, lay down.
Babe, did you even check in his mouth?
Joel, no.
Joel has chicken stuffed in his cheeks from dinner.
Get it out, that is so disgusting.
Been in there for the last 2 hours.
Oh.
Okay, hold on, I'm trying. Joel, ouch! Stop.
Did he just bite you?
Yeah, I think he like just put too much in his mouth so he can't swallow.
He was just saving it for later, babe. Like he needed a midnight snack.
He's the little chipmunk.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
But bigger version.
A big version of a little chipmunk. Do you guys remember when he couldn't even eat any solids and because he couldn't swallow? Do you remember that from the surgery? How it hurt his ability to swallow, so we had to give him bottles?
Yeah, I remember one time we had pizza, so he chewed it all up and then spat it out everywhere.
So gross.
What?
I remember that. That was
So gross. But he just wanted to try things so bad. He wanted to taste them. He wanted to be like you guys. Because you got to taste foods. He loved to eat, and I remember all I wanted was for him to be able to kind of eat like a normal kid and have normal things. I thought he'd never be able to swallow normal food. But then he did.
And now he's everything.
Everything. Like he eats pizza and pretzels and chicken.
And fingers. He tried
He's been eating dad's fingers.
Ouch, Joel! God!
Okay.
And penguins.
Okay.
Hurts.
Settle down. Come here. Let's sing a song. Okay. What should we sing, Isaac?
Let me go.
Okay.
Cause I like it.
We Hey. You guys, I love to have fun
I'm
with
trying to
you.
get the little
But
story
at
sleep.
bedtime, every time, Elijah, lay down. When you guys get real silly, then they try to get silly too. So instead, will we be calming? Will you kind of just help me sing to them?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. When the sun is setting, we know, lay that down, sun. We laughed and played together, and we've had so much fun. Now close your eyes.
Elijah,
I'll sing you a lullaby.
I see.
Just close your eyes to encourage them and listen to this lullaby. Even though you're tired, it's hard to say goodnight. So I will tuck you in your bed and kiss and hug you tight. Now close your eyes, I'll sing you a lullaby. Just close your eyes and listen to this lullaby.
Alright, go to bed. Go to bed.
Tell them boys good night. Give them kisses.
Did you brush your teeth?
Yay!
Oh.
Yay! Yes, I did.
Guys.
We've been through so much already. This
is a new degree of tragedy, but it's not so much different from the struggle we've already been living. We pressed into God. We pressed into faith. We fought until we found peace. We stood in peace when our flesh wanted to strive more. We stood in peace when it started to feel like laziness or foolishness or both. We waited for God to direct us specifically in prayer because all the directions we had initiated had not panned out. We prayed for no nausea because that's what we felt in our spirits we were supposed to pray, even though we'd prayed it countless times before while Joel continued to vomit. We saw one small miracle and then another. We waited to pray specific things until we were given specific direction, and we saw bigger miracles. And yet, if you asked either of us if we were doing enough, trying hard enough, we would say no.
Dear Eli, I feel nothing but pride for the way you battled cancer. I remember the way you learned to ride your tricycle down the hospital hallway instead of down the sidewalk like other 3-year-olds. It was hard for me to pray to God, "Thy will be done," when I really just wanted so desperately for Him to heal you. In the 4.5 years that you dealt with harsh treatments, only once did you ask why God let you get cancer. I hope He has been able to explain the why to you, as I have always believed that He knew how strong you were and wanted to use you and your situation to positively impact so many lives. I remember how you never let me go to bed without telling me that you loved me and how those were your very last words to me. You taught me what was truly important in life, son. Still now, years after you left Earth, people are impacted by your life and the lessons you taught us. Thousands of people from around the world read your blog and still feel such a strong connection to you, even though they never met you in person. You would be happy to know that we continue to sell the Beat Cancer t-shirts that you love so much. We're still using them to raise awareness and funds for childhood cancer research and family and patient support programs. When you passed away, my greatest fear was that you would be forgotten. So many people still talk about you and how you changed their lives. That is such a precious gift to me as your father. Eli, you truly impacted more lives in your almost 8 years on Earth than many people do in a lifetime. I love you, buddy, and I can't wait to see you again. Love, Dad.
As this long day draws to a close, I am tired, but not sleepy. My face is puffy from crying. I have a dry throat and dry hands, a slight headache, and a desire to write down absolutely everything. I want to describe the feeling of being entirely empty and entirely resolute. I want to explore how I can be deeply sad and incredibly hopeful at the same time. I want to talk about holding Joel's hand, walking down the hall wanting to soak in the moment, to memorize the feeling of having his hand and mine, to let it matter, and then hating that my thoughts swing to, because what if I can't hold his hand one day? And hating that thought, wishing I could just appreciate each second of Joel without that appreciation spilling into the pre-morning I refuse to do because I believe he will live. But instead of fighting the brief thoughts of mourning, choosing to fight instead that lie that says that those thoughts betray some doubt, some mistrust of God, when I know that those thoughts make me human. That God knows I am human. He doesn't make Joel's victory dependent on me never feeling unsure.
I had been in this room with my father before, during the brief window where he wasn't dying but was instead getting better. That wasn't the man I saw this time. I saw the other one, the one who cried out and needed holding. the one who fell asleep for 20 seconds and then woke up a different person each time. There was a clear part right in the middle of it, a minute or so, where everything was calm before his tour of hell resumed. That was goodbye, even if no one said it. I don't think I will ever get better after having seen that. I think this is the kind of knowing that stays with you. I can reach into my pocket now and find it there.
The ravenous reverie of waking is but a distant memory. Or was it a dream? I can't remember the last time I woke up hungry. Not so long ago, carefree, welcoming the challenge of yoga on paddleboards, springing through the rain and over puddles at the reservoir track. Weathering several storms since entering the first battlefield over 2 years ago, a succession of precise scalpels, high energy beams, and pharmacological strategies, a journey no one asks for. Still standing, spirit unyielding but not the same. With each treatment an imprint, evidence of what came before, willing rogue mutinous cells to yield to my current tailored chemical onslaught, stay put and do not multiply. Or better yet, disappear altogether. By the will of God, through the tools of modern medicine, with the support of family and friends. Onward.
I am at Seattle Children's Hospital, and nobody wants to be here. Even as an internationally recognized temple of healing, every inch of it is terror. Every cubic inch of every room that is not occupied by terrified children and terrified parents is filled to its capacity with a terror wholly unique to that family, which no other person has any power to comprehend. There is art on the walls and rooms which is designed to evoke a jungle of some kind, and I resent it. Every giraffe is my sworn enemy. Even though every natural law indicates it, even though popular culture is rife with examples, even though the arc of his condition moved with haste in a particular direction, specifically down, I was very surprised when my father died. I was surprised that he could. It wasn't merely naivete. Those afflicted with his particular cancer number less than 100. It is the sort of cancer that excites a doctor. One of the things that is so exciting about this cancer is that it apparently didn't form the hard masses we use to find the disease. Rather, it converts the meat of your abdomen into a kind of undifferentiated doom. What might happen is that they will attempt to draw your blood and instead draw out the green syrup that was once your guts. Shortly thereafter, they will tell you and your family that the fight is over.
So, how long will we be in California?
I don't actually know. That's kind of why we're packing up everything, is because if the trial works really well, then maybe we'll stay in California for a really long time. Like, as long as it keeps helping Joel, then we want to stay and do the best we can for him and stay there where he's getting help. But if the medicine starts to not work, as soon as it's not helping him, I promise we'll come back home.
Are we going to Disneyland?
Yeah, of course. What do you think, Caleb? You okay with leaving for so long?
I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of not. I mean, I think it'll be fun, but I just don't like missing school.
Oh, yeah?
You're the only 8-year-old to ever... That's amazing.
I hate to miss school, huh? But, like,
Why?
Well, I just hate having all that homework that I have to do.
Oh, you hate catching up from missing school.
Your teachers are going to send me homework, and we'll just try to do a little bit of it every day, so it won't be that bad, but there'll still be fun stuff we can
How
do.
many kids get to go on an adventure to California in the middle of the school year? I'd say that's pretty cool. And we're going to be staying in the middle of San Francisco, near Golden Gate Park, and there's a museum, and there's a botanic garden, and there's the Golden Gate Bridge, and water, and a prison, and I promise not to leave you in the prison.
Alcatraz.
Hopefully we can get out of that. Cool. Anyway, so we're gonna have lots of fun, and we're gonna spend lots of time as a family together, and lots of time with Joel too. You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of a sad trip, even though it's fun. Yay.
Yeah, yay, and sad. It's kind of all of those things, huh? Is it all the things, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see Joel, you know, like needing so much help.
Yeah. I think, like, for me, sometimes I'm kind of excited and sometimes I'm kind of sad. And I just kind of feel all of that. So it's okay if you guys feel all of that too, because I feel all of those things.
I won't let myself hold anything back this time. I would rather feel disappointed and let God heal my heart than to feel like I did not push myself as far as I possibly could in faith for my son. It was easier to believe that God would win this battle for Joel when the dragon Joel was facing was blurry, seen from a great distance up on a hill very far away. Now the dragon Joel is facing is close enough for us to begin to see every scale and scar. We can feel its breath. If we were confident before because we weren't quite sure what we were facing, then our confidence was misplaced. When the dragon becomes more real, then our God must become even bigger, even more real to us. Our faith must grow to match our circumstances. We must not, no matter how tempting, try to shrink our circumstances to match our perception of God.
I remember the day I was diagnosed. I remember the hallucinations from the high fever of 5-year-old's nightmares. I remember my mother silently weeping in the doctor's office. I remember friends and family gathered around my hospital bed in prayer. I remember the 2-hour ambulance ride to St. Jude where they could better care for me. I remember the 2.5 years of weekly chemo treatments, the numerous lumbar punctures and bone marrow aspirates. I remember Doctors Bell, Dahl, and Kalwinski, nurses Jean, Judy, and Dale, Miss Chris in social work, Darlene in travel, all part of the team that cared for me. I am a walking memorial to their successes. I remember the other patients I'd see each time I went to the hospital for chemo. I remember when some stopped coming. I knew what that meant. I remember the years of summer camp for children with cancer, children like me. I remember their laughter and the midnight talks of fears and joys, normal kid stuff. Some less so. I remember when some stopped coming. I knew what that meant. But I remember them. I am, and other survivors are, memorials to those who lost their fights.
Ugh, her expectation is so maddening sometimes. You know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor? I seriously feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life, and I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents and supernatural miracles. I envy her.
Hop in bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Oh, can you at least tell us a story?
Sure.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the baby knight?
Yes, Joel the baby knight, but he's also Joel the very brave knight, and he was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Because of his tumor?
Mm-hmm.
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
So much fire, you guys.
So, Joel has armor, like a sword and a shield and stuff?
Ooh, or maybe a spear?
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave Sir Joel with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yeah, it's kind of like help. You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off, and they can go home, and they can quit fighting for us. And the kingdom is safe.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest. And it seemed like the dragon couldn't find him. But just when he thought that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him. Cave.
Well, that dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill dragons.
You're right. A baby can't kill a dragon. But what's the best part of this story? God fights for Joel. He fights that dragon Cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Well, what about Tim from Church Mom? He died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have grace?
fought for Tim too. Tim fought so well. He was so brave and so strong. God let him rest. It may have seemed like the dragon was because Tim died. But we know that Tim's in heaven, and he's with God, and that God is so proud of him. So maybe for Tim, getting to be done fighting was good. Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning.
Well, you're missing your oars. And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this. Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay. I'm reminded that having faith does not mean denying what is happening to Joel. Faith means knowing exactly what is happening and also knowing that God has a truth that trumps every other fact.
Dear Mr. Barnett, I'm not sure if this letter will get to you. However, I felt the need to write to you and your company. My daughter recently passed away after a long battle with cancer, and she was only 14 years old. In our short time with her, we saw her transformed from our wonderful little girl into a sickly child who spent far too many days in her bed full of pain. And we worried that we would never see her happy again. Well, the hospital gave her access to a computer, and she found her way to your game. I'm unsure really what it is, but from the day that she began playing Legends of Terrace, our daughter changed. She sat up, she was excited, she smiled again. She told us all these stories about what she was doing in the lands, all the things she wanted to do in real life but was too sick to try. She swam in the ocean, rode a horse, she had birthdays, bought a house, and she went on adventures with these new friends from all over the world. I don't know how to explain the happiness that it brought to us. For a short while, our daughter returned to us. She'd regained the wonder and an optimism that the illness had taken from her. She talked about the strange lands that you had made, the creatures, magical things, and adventures she went on. She lost her battle for life, but you helped bring our daughter back for a short time. And for that, we're eternally thankful.
Sincerely, Julie.
Dear Julie, thank you for your letter. I am honored to have played any small part in bringing your daughter joy. She will be missed within the game. I knew your daughter as Hanara of the Knights Guild. In our world, she lived in Dvardik and defended the city many times from the forces of evil. Your daughter may have ultimately lost her battle with that dragon cancer, but in my game, she was the Dragon Slayer. Since you don't know much about the game or who she was there, I'm sending you a screenshot of one of your daughter's adventures. Sincerely, Paul.
We miss Carrie at week 12. Sad, sad. But surely the next one will go better. It does. We relax after week 12. The belly grows. We take pictures. Alex talks and plays music to the little one inside. I walk on the frozen North Sea. Skip the sauna. No risk to this one. Week 29, a sonogram bonus. Twins! We float on air. We brainstorm names. Week 31, we crash. Too soon. Too soon. They whimper, open eyes, look into ours. Off to the incubators. We drag ourselves home, cry, hope, pray. We visit, touch, keep track on a wall chart. Stefan's heart beats strong. He grasps a finger. Then he fades. His brain bruised from breech birth. Day 5, he dies. We grieve, but pray for Nicholas. He gains weight. His heart is strong. Then he too fades. His intestinal tract necrotic, falling apart. Day 10, Nicholas dies. We want to die too. We despair into darkness, but hold together. Not easy when a child dies. The what-ifs torment for a while. What if I hadn't swum? If I hadn't lifted groceries? If we'd had a different doctor? But we go on to have 3 wonderful living children. Still, we miss these 2 always.
I'm sure my expectation looks like denial, but seeing Joel dying does not make me any less certain that he will be healed. In some ways, I feel more certain, not because the same doubts don't come to me, but because I know that they will not be entertained much longer, because this chapter is almost finished, and we will have an ending one way or the other. so the doubts and fears that make me reaffirm that even if I'm wrong, this is where I stand, become less and less powerful. People's conciliatory words of comfort meant to reassure us and help us accept Joel's death don't sit well with me. They aren't offensive because I know the heart behind them is good, but they are weak words because it's so obvious to me that death is the given. I don't have to work to be ready for it or accept it. It is coming whether I would accept it or not. It has been coming slowly for so long. I don't have to work to understand that Joel is dying. It is obvious. Heaven is amazing. And so I'm not worried about death. It will come regardless of where I stand and wait. But now, death is circling close enough for redemption to finally feel closer. This is the part of the story where a daring rescue can thwart Death's intentions just in time, perhaps when it looks like it's already too late. I want to watch for that. I don't need to focus my eyes on Death, studying it in its slow progression. Its course is already clear. But there is a glory that is coming, and its journey to us is wild and quick and frightening, and I want to be watching for that glory. I want to stand trembling in awe before God and His power. Not sure that this thing that we've asked for is something we can quite manage, but trying anyway. Death is the given. But the life that is possible now for Joel, the miracle that could come now that death is so close, is something worth pursuing, worth risking everything to see with my own eyes.
Huh. The sunset looks pretty from here. The orange glow cast on the wall. Better than the muted colors of this hospital. I wonder why they choose blues and greens. They, the ones who choose the colors that heal. Green for life. Blue. For comfort. Purple stripes to hide the stains. This chair is too small and sticks to my skin. I hate vinyl. Blue, purple. The ocean maybe? No, under the ocean. Silent, warm and salty, like tears. He won't stop crying. I don't blame him. He feels miserable. I hate that we're here. I hate that he's sick. I just want him to feel better. It's okay, Jolie. Shh. Don't throw your head, buddy. Don't. I hate this room. I didn't used to. For a moment, it was an adventure. I was cast as the compassionate and caring father, holed up with his fragile son in a small cleft in the rocks. The storm raging, waves ripping at the sharp black rocks below, and enveloped in my arms, he feels safe, and I am holding him firmly, trying not to slip. Because if you hold tight enough, nothing will take him. Right? Here we go, bouncing around. Do you like that? Oh, I love your giggle. Bounce around. Is that funny? A bounce, a bounce, a bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, he won't stop crying. I'm hungry. I wonder if he's hungry. He's screaming louder. Buddy, don't you want juice? He hits the box. I don't catch it. He drinks it greedily. Big, deep gulps. Okay, Jolie, that's enough. Breathe, kiddo. And he does. And I wipe his face of snot and tears and juice. And then he vomits, and I catch it. I always catch it. I know you're thirsty, buddy, but you'll throw it up. No, don't grab too hard. You'll squirt all the juice out. Here, let me have it. It's so late, Joel. Lay down. I can't hold you. I can't make you feel better. Shh. Shh. Okay, buddy, okay. I'll hold you. Shh. Oh, Joel Bug. You look so miserable. No! Don't hit your head on the bars, Joel. Joel! Joel! I know you're mad. Please stop. Please. Stop. I shake. I weep. I pray. I plead. I need peace. you are. I don't know all that you are. You are there. I want you here. I want you to call my son. I cannot. And you've brought us this far. He's still here, not dead, not there, with you. Oh God, I want him here with me. Please. Peace. He sleeps. Thank you. There's a story in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples are on a boat. And a furious storm hits the sea, and everyone thinks they're gonna die. And where do you think Jesus is? Rowing alongside them? No. He's asleep in the back of the boat. So his disciples are freaking out and wake him up, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" So Jesus gets up and he says to the storm, "Quiet, be still." And the sea becomes completely calm. Then he asks his disciples why they are so scared and if they have any faith at all. Like he was frustrated with them. Because even though Jesus said, "Let's go to the other side of the lake," his disciples thought he was going to just let them die. So Joel died. Everyone does eventually, I suppose.
They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves joy. Yes, Jesus loves joy. Yes, Jesus loves joy. La 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 la. He loves Joe so much. Oh, he loves Joe. The Bible tells me so.
But more than that, if he does die, will Jesus even care? Will he weep for him as he did for Lazarus? Will he weep for me? I think greater than my fear of death is that of insignificance. Or rather, my default assumption is that my thoughts and passions and loves and the stuff of my being are insignificant. How could the creator of all that is and ever was love my son as he did Lazarus? And could my soul stranded on this blue raft awash in a sea of stars, ice, and dust matter enough to him to turn his hand in mercy? Even while Jesus wept for Lazarus. 5 minutes later, he raised Lazarus from the dead.
I'm sorry. I should have known we'd both end up in the same place. We always do. It just scares me every time. I just really believe he'll be healed. I know you believe too, just when you act like that, I get all unsure.
I don't know that.
What do you mean?
I just hope that. I don't know.
As we come tonight to pray for Joel, I've never seen a miracle of this magnitude. Just like the disciples, they've never seen a miracle of thousands of people fed from 5 loaves and 2 fish. And so I think each one of us, we just take...
We were here last week, so I know we have a place to see. Because if we didn't have a seat, we wouldn't be asking. Lord, I ask you.
Lord, because that is the nature of who you are, God. That is the nature of who you are, is that you come closer and closer to your people. Lord, that we ask that we would see your glory in the land of the living.
God, I pray right now that you would touch Joel right now. You created his cells, Lord. You created his body. You created everything that makes him up, Father. Father, you say in your word that you knew us before you formed us. You know the very number of hairs on our head, Father. Father, you're also Jehovah Jireh, the one that didn't just provide for us, but the one that looked ahead of us and provided before us, Father. Father, you have the provisions for us, Father. We thank you.
And Lord, I want to see your miracle. I want to see Joel. I want to see him. I just want to see him.
bless them mightily. I pray that you bless them in their finances, you bless them in their health, and you bless their children, Father. Father, I pray that they would continue to be able to deal with every situation that comes up with raising each of their boys, Lord. Father, I thank you for the way that they're raising them, because you said if we'll raise up our children in the ways of you, Lord, that they will never depart from it. I believe that.
God, we just agree that there's nothing we hold on to. And God, we just love you, God. And we do just give Joel to you so entirely, God, because we know that you love him. And we know that you for him. But God, we also know that you hate cancer. That cancer is not your will. God, I just do not believe that you desire to carry Joel to heaven with cancer. God, I just don't believe that that's your. I don't.
Lord, rise up. My God, come save me.
Oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Have mercy on us because he is
Lord, rise up. I will not let you go unless you bless
Lord,
him.
my God, let this boy's life return to him.
Lord, rise up.
Oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
Lord, rise up.
Oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
God, Lord, rise up. My God,
oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Oh Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him. Lord, rise up. I will not let you go. 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 I will not let
Lord, rise up. My God, come save him.
I pray right now.
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
My God, come save him.
Oh, Lord, my God. Oh, Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
Lord, rise up. My God, come save him. Lord, rise up. My God, come save him.
Oh, Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Father, I pray that you bless them. I pray that you bless them with finances.
I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go. I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go unless you bless him. God, come save me.
You live in us and your power is in us, God. That you gave us all the authority that Jesus had. That you'll pray in his name.
I will not let you go unless you bless him. God, come save me. I will not let you go unless you bless him.
I pray right now that you would touch Joel right now. You created the cells, Lord. You created his body. You created everything that makes him up, Father. Father, you say in your word that you years before you formed us,
Pray with all the strength, with all the faith that is in us, Lord. There is no time left for this child on this earth. And God, so we come to you, Lord, with faith among the children, with faith as small as a mustard seed. And Lord, we speak in the name of Jesus. Oh my God, let this child's soul come back to you.
He was not in the wind. He was not in the earthquake. He was not in the fire. He was here in a gentle whisper.
So here we are, and the air is emptier without his laugh, and yet our hearts are still full, though with a different drink. And this ride we've been on for so long is silent, and so also the Lord. And so we sit here in this new silence, and long for the music to start again, and for the disc to spin again, even if it means going round and round for many more years. For at least we would be moving and Joel would be laughing here on earth and not only in heaven. But in this space, I sense his silence is only because he is drawing his breath. And now we know love and longing, empty and full, all in one moment. And I am grateful that we loved him well, and that we miss him well. And I hope that in the Lord's next breath, he will whisper his love song to you, his beloved, and that you will know him differently and more deeply. But now, we grieve in silence, yet not without his presence.
I remember you. You made it too. I'm glad you're here. I love it here. I bet you will like it too. Look at all of these pancakes. Did you ever see pancakes like this? They're big as me. A big one is for me. A little one is for my dog. I always wanted a dog, and now I got one. I even got to name it. Manju. Whoa, Bubbles? I love Bubbles. Manju doesn't catch a bubble. She likes to bite them. Look, I can catch one. I want more bubbles. I love the bubbles. Come here, Manju. Have another pancake. I can eat whatever I want. I never fall. These are the best pancakes I ever had. I love them. Manju loves syrup. Me too. Syrup is my favorite part. You like pancakes? You can have some. I got a lot. You like pancakes? You can have some. I got a lot.